And we're live.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey, everybody.
I'm Matt.
And we're the monsters.
There we go.
We're
A little better
sorting
that time.
It was better this time. Yeah, it was better this time.
I completely forgot the countdown. That's my fault.
You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. All right. What do we got this week, Matt?
Oh man. We're gonna get into some counteraction stuff with all of our people from after WrestleMania.
Okay.
Selected people, and then later on we'll be getting into the Mats and Monsters draft.
I'm excited for the MMW Draft, man. It's going to be fun.
First guy we have on our list is Cody Rhodes.
All right.
Man.
What's going on with Cody, man?
Cody Rhodes has been doing pretty well. He for the draft, he was untouchable because he's the undisputed champion,
Right.
and so he helped Triple H out in the draft a little bit, and I'm pretty sure he was the one that announced Carmelo Hayes being drafted.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Very
So
nice.
when he comes out and Carmelo's like, I'm just gonna shoot my shot right at the top, and calls out Cody for the belt.
Damn.
And he was like, "Are you sure that you guys even want to see me wrestle tonight?" And the crowd goes wild. It's like, what if I
Hey,
forgot my ring gear?
What if I forgot my ring? Sure. That'll happen.
Yeah. But then they shake hands and it's on. So they were in the main event for the SmackDown of the first night of the draft. And man, it was a pretty good match. Besides the point at the very end where they both go for a springboard and Carmelo Hayes went a little too early, and Cody Rhodes collapsed and fell on his bad shoulder where he tore his pec.
Oh. Oof. That's not good.
No, it's not.
I was there Friday. I went to SmackDown in Cincinnati for the draft, and I'm going to tell you right now, that friggin' pop for Cody Rhodes is so damn loud. Especially the woes in the song. And we got him twice that night, because my first thought when Carmelo came out, I thought it was going to be like a dark match or something like that. And no, it was the main event of the show. And it was a damn good match.
Oh yeah, that's the only thing that I really had a problem with was the ending. And you were there live, so I bet that looked really brutal to see.
It kind of looked like a botched spot. It looks like they're both meant to do a springboard, and I think they were both meant to miss. It just because Carmelo, I think, gets a little more height on his too.
Yeah.
That it just looked a lot worse than it really was.
Yeah.
And Cody was fine afterwards. He was still high fiving, shaking hands with the fans, and that.
It sounds painful though, man. For real. Just
But yeah, the only person on Friday night who got a louder pop, who I think got a louder pop than Cody did, was Randy Orton, of course. He got a massive pop when he came out for the fight with Kevin Owens and the Bloodline.
the new tag team.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
I love
I'm
that
all-
it's R-KO because it makes sense. Randy, Kevin Owens. I got a kick out of that, man.
Oh, dude, I am 100% down for Randy Orton and Kevin Owens as a tag team.
Same.
Who else? Who's next? Mr. Main Event, Jey Uso. So he got drafted to Raw, but it's not in effect yet.
I mean, it technically is because he was on Raw to begin with.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
That was one of the biggest complaints though in the arena on Friday, and that was one of my complaints too. Is two people on Friday changed. Everybody else stayed the same.
Right.
Yeah, I did find that a little weird.
That was annoying, in all honesty.
Well, I know that they were giving input, like to places that the shows are going to be streaming to with a new contract. They were giving input to people ahead of time. Even Netflix got some input, from my understanding.
Well, yeah, I mean that's why Fox has always, SmackDown's always had a bigger roster, this go around than most times before, is because of how much money Fox is paying into, air SmackDown. So yeah, Netflix paying what $5 billion. Yeah, I think they got to say.
Yeah. I think it was the Monday before the draft. It was Jey Uso got jumped by Logan Paul and Finn Balor, and then Braun Strowman made his appearance back.
Fuck yes, he did.
That was this past Monday.
Oh, this Monday?
That was this
Yep.
past Monday because I got
yeah.
so excited. I really thought Mahomes was about to catch an ass whooping.
And so did I. Yeah, Braun coming in was just I love me some Braun, dude. Just straight up love that guy.
Yes.
And what's that triple threat this past Monday, or was that Friday? Because it was Judgment Day versus Andrade, Jey Uso.
That was Monday. That was this past Monday. I fell asleep during it. I don't know what happened during it, but I may have been drinking a little bit, so
May have been.
Well, in that match at the very end, Logan Paul goes out to the crowd and gets Patrick Mahomes' rings off his hands, all three of them, and tries to KO punch him, and absolutely misses and knocks the absolute shit out of JD McDonough. You can even see the welt on his forehead. And then
that was so cool though.
Oh yeah.
It was amazing.
I'm pretty sure that shouldn't be it for Jey Uso, though. A lot of action, just not a lot of main event things. No pun intended.
So after Logan hit JD, I thought Finn was going to go kick Logan's ass.
Yeah. They just looked at each other in shock. You're like, uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. They had a moment, a special moment.
Heat of the moment.
Yeah, we're still coming off WrestleMania, so this is the cool down time, and you got to give these guys chances to get, where they need to be.
Oh yeah. And they're building up and trying to end the last few things they need to end also with Backlash. So
Yeah.
Right before they're in full gear for SummerSlam.
yeah,
Oh, they still got what after Backlash they have Crown Jewel. I don't even
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I think it's only a couple of weeks later this time. I don't even think it's that far ahead.
Yeah.
Then they got Clash at the Castle. And I think they got one more maybe before
Yeah, because SummerSlam's in August.
Oh yeah. SummerSlam's
Yeah,
a while
'cause
away.
tickets go on sale tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got signed up, but I yeah.
Same, but yeah, money.
Funds are a little. Plus, I gotta ask, do I really want to go to Cleveland? Like Cincinnati was bad enough.
Wow. Actually, I got their list right here. It looks like we've got after the draft. Let's see, Backlash is May 4th. Oh, that's right. King and Queen of the Ring is May 25th.
Yeah,
That's the one that's coming up a couple weeks after.
Yeah, that's Saudi Arabia.
Yep. And then we've got June 9th is NXT Battleground. Clash of the Castle is June 15th. Money in the Bank, July 6th. NXT Heatwave, July 7th. And then SummerSlam, August 3rd.
Okay.
So looks like we got 4 big ones, including Backlash. For WWE, and NXT only has 2 for them.
Yeah, I think one is going to be the same weekend as SummerSlam, like it normally is.
Yeah,
and then the other one at Battleground is going to be. I thought it was going to be like all like those like no rope, like trying to make it look like shoot fights, but
yeah,
I think it's going to be regular matches in that.
Oh yeah, and then right after SummerSlam, also at the end of August, is Bash in Berlin.
Oh yeah,
There's a lot between now and then. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. The big Germany thing. Now, Braun, I just want to point out something else happened with Braun that I know you're dying to talk about, Matt.
Oh yes. Dreadmare.
Oh, so we will get into the King of the Ring and Queen's Court winner predictions when it's closer to time. We'll usually do our predictions like right around a pay-per-view. We might even talk about our predictions for Backlash since it's coming up in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Hey, there's only 5 matches, so.
But go ahead, man.
This most recent video from Dreadmere on YouTube, it's confirmed that Bo Dallas does own the page and has been releasing videos for about I would say closing on a few months now, because it was right before WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got confirmation about a couple Alexa Blisses throughout the videos, but the most recent one was Braun Strowman appearing in the Black Sheep head.
Ooh.
And
I don't know if you guys knew about this yet or not, but it was announced tonight that Eric Rowan has re-signed with WWE.
I did hear about that earlier today. I was going to bring it up when we were talking about this Dreadmere stuff. Yeah.
I did not know
that. Yep. Everybody's home. That's, unfortunate that's alive.
Yeah. I'm not sure when they're going to make their debut, but I really hope that they don't just let this fizzle out.
Oh no! The video they've been showing, like the whole place going dark and then playing that creepy music again.
Yeah,
it was over as hell at SmackDown last Friday.
Oh yeah.
I mean the fireflies were out.
I mean, I think they've learned what worked and what didn't with this, and a lot of the backstage stuff. Because there's a lot of misses, a lot of hits, and it seems to me like they're going back to the early days.
Yeah.
And kind of like refreshing kind of a thing. So I think it's going to hit hard, man. I see this blowing up like it was back then, honestly.
100%. I mean, yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
I saw that Dijak got drafted to Raw, and he was wearing a Bray Wyatt shirt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he's going to Karrion Kross's group.
Yeah,
I
that
think
I
he'd be a
honestly
better.
fit better.
He would definitely be a better fit there. I just wish they'd get rid of the Authors of Pain.
Yeah.
But
Again, I really want
he's
to like them because they're called authors, but
I can't. Yeah.
yeah, I don't like them all that much.
Even their finisher's kind of weak, man. Like you're that big of guys, and you're doing the most simple tag team finisher.
I mean, it looks cool when you slam you take a motherfucker and slam him against another motherfucker, and then you power bomb him. But yeah, it's just their whole presentation in general. I've never cared for them.
Yeah.
They don't move well for being big guys either, like a lot of the current big guy roster is in WWE.
Yeah.
And there's always been something about him that I don't like. But yeah, the rumor is for him to do that, and then Ilya to join up with Gunther.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, that's a great fit. Plus, when that eventually breaks down, the feud between having a feud with Gunther and Ilya Dragunov on the main roster is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane.
But with this Dreadmare, I mean, another thing they're calling it is the Wyatt Six,
Yeah,
which leads me to believe there'll be 6 people. So who?
I think they were calling it the Wyatt Six. They were talking about a rumored Wyatt Six before Bray Wyatt died. But it would. I think it would work better now. In all honesty, I think it would work. It would still work now.
Oh
True.
yeah.
A lot of people are still referring it to as recently as a week ago in social media as hashtag Dreadmare, hashtag it begins again, hashtag Wyatt Six. And that's what I'm seeing a lot of right now. So like if there is 6, we've obviously got Bo, we've got Braun, we got Eric coming back now, and we've got Alexa Bliss, but that leaves 2.
I was thinking Joe Gacy, but he's still in NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can bring them up though whenever they want to.
That's true. That's true.
So, who are you saying? We got Bo Dallas, Eric Rowan, Braun, and Alexa.
Yeah.
Nikki Cross.
Well, that would be a good
I
addition.
think Nikki Cross was one of the ones they were talking about too.
And Cross and Bliss work really well together. They have in the past. They definitely they have a chemistry that's pretty fantastic, I think.
Yeah, and they need to do something with Nikki Cross. Like she's such a good talent for them to be wasting her in catering right now.
She absolutely is, man. And another thing that excites me about that, to be honest, is that they have this option now because of female tag belts. They can literally, by having 2 females in the stable, they can literally get every belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they wanted, easily, like all the belts that they could hold them all at one point in time, which would be kind of cool. Like temporary, because you don't want too many belts in one place, like for too long. We've learned those lessons, but like,
I'm trying to think who else would fit.
Dumber Side says Matt Hardy
Yeah, I
was originally
saw
rumored to
that.
return to WWE the group. Yeah, I didn't know about that, but it seems like Matt might be going back to TNA from what I've been looking at.
Nah, he said he's a free agent still.
Okay,
But
is he still? I know he was with him recently.
The thing about Matt Hardy is nobody wants Matt Hardy without Jeff Hardy, and Jeff Hardy's too big of a risk to sign at this point, especially at their age. And they've signed him for the Hall of Fame, but putting him in the ring.
Well, from what I've been looking at, they've been talking a lot more about this. Apparently, there have been some conversations going on between him and H. And we know he was given extended injury leave, but his contract was not extended. And his contract is set to be up in AEW like very soon.
Yeah, they said they're not going to extend his contract. They're going to let him go.
Yeah,
which is fine and all, but again, I'm all for second chances, but he's on chance 82.
To be fair, a lot of his chances, though, if you really go back and look at it, were just marijuana based when the company was very much against marijuana.
Yeah,
a good chunk of them were.
Which is fine, but between the DUI and the thing about it is he keeps relapsing. That's the biggest.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem, and where with what WWE is doing lately, especially moving in the right direction. Do they take, especially as a corporation, because you also got to remember it's not just up to Triple H. It's gonna make TKO and UFC look bad, and if Jeff, pulls a TNA like that, Victory Road I think was the pay-per-view where he couldn't even wrestle.
Yep. Versus Sting Oh,
so messed up.
There's the other side of this too is that the WWE universe, us fans,
Yeah.
we like to see old matches new again.
Yeah.
And I know that Bubba Ray has been pretty vocal lately about wanting to do a reunion match with Christian and Edge, Hardy's, and of course, him and Devon.
The only downside to that is Edge and Christian, I think, are locked in.
So my understanding is that while they are locked, they're only locked for so much longer, and it has also been announced officially that AEW and WWE are in talks for some potential small cross promotional stuff with wrestling. It could be like a one time only thing, which I would be fine with.
That's just one of those things. Especially with all the animosity this week, I don't know. I'm gonna be nice.
No.
I'm
Oh
not
no,
gonna
no, I
bash
get you.
AEW.
There's a lot, but last time we were all together, we talked about how
Yeah.
I mean, I was very vocal about saying that I don't know how much longer realistically AEW even has as a company.
very true.
6
I'm
months.
holding tight to that. Yeah, right, I'm holding tight to that, man.
Here's the thing. I've said it before, and I think I've said it on here before. AEW is not going to close if they don't get TV. They're not. They're going to close when Tony Khan gets sick of or gets tired of playing with his toys.
Yep.
That's when AEW goes under.
Yeah, that's when Vince McMahon buys AEW.
I don't know. Did you see the video of him today?
I know. Yeah, I'm just messing around. But yeah, I did.
Yeah, I don't think we got him much longer.
Yeah, me either. Not that I'm complaining.
I'll complain a little bit because of what he's done in the past. Like, I'm not going to pretend he's not a big piece of shit.
Yeah,
But
100% piece of shit. But he did bring us some pretty amazing things. Yeah. Oh no! You're gonna have WCW 2000 all over again because
it's already there.
AEW is done. Yeah,
It's already
literally.
there.
Yeah,
It's happening right now.
and Khan is not half as smart as Bischoff was, so it's gonna be worse. Well, worse. Ultimately,
Don't get on Twitter after saying that.
I don't do Twitter. Jenny does it for me, and I love Jenny. I'm sorry.
Jenny, stay away from Twitter for the next 2 hours. It's not going to be pretty.
That's okay. Oh man. Yeah, we got off track. We went to Dreadmere, then I don't know where we went. So bring us back, Matt. Where are we?
Yeah, we're on to our good buddy L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he really hasn't done much since
I noticed that.
the draft.
I thought it was weird. We were late getting this getting the SmackDown on Friday. Cincinnati traffic and and being downtown in that pain in the ass area.
Oh yeah.
Like I told Jennifer, we wouldn't have went if it wasn't for the fact that they were doing the draft and I knew there was going to be legends there to help with the draft. We would not have gone to Cincinnati for wrestling because it's just such a pain in the ass.
It is.
So I couldn't tell you who the first match, like the first dark match was, but he was not there. In essentially his hometown, because he's from the area. Like I said, he's from the area. He got trained. Raz, you probably know Cody Hawk.
Yeah.
He got Cody Hawk trained him. So he's from the area. So it's just kind of weird that he wasn't there.
Yeah.
He was picked first in the round 3 though. But there's been some speculations which are kind of worrying me a little bit here. So his contract is going to expire soon.
Mm-hmm.
And there's talks about him going to AEW.
Nah, he can't do their style. I don't think he can do their style. He's a sport. He's a quote sport. I know they don't say it anymore. He's an entertainer. He's not the flippy dive through the ropes kind of guy.
And his contract goes all the way till early 2025, by the way. It was 2021 around January-ish. that he signed a new 4-year contract.
Yeah, plus he gets massive pop still, and he's still over as hell. They're not going to let him go. I think we're going to start seeing less and less of these guys when their contracts come up go running to AEW, unless they really want
Yeah,
that bag. Unless they really want that bag, that's what they're going to go for. Because
Yep.
Tony Khan's going to pay him a hell of a lot more than WWE and TKO are.
that's
So
true.
unless they really want that bag, they're not going anywhere.
Oh yeah. And again, we're just settling the last little bit of what needs to be settled for going into Backlash. So everything's going to be kind of new and refreshed with the draft and kind of everything and everyone after Backlash is done. So I think this coming week, you'll probably see more of him coming real soon too.
Oh yeah, right after Backlash, because he lost that match to AJ Styles in a piss poor fashion. Fucking cheated.
I mean, AJ flew all the way around the world just to hit him with a chair.
Yeah, that's true.
France ain't
Dedication.
that far.
We got a 2-for-1 combo here. Sami Zayn and the Alpha Academy.
Yeah. Holy shit.
So I'm not sure if I brought this up the last time that we were on the show, but Chad Gable fully went heel on Sami Zayn and hit a huge German suplex right in front of his wife.
Yeah, you did mention that last time we were together, yeah.
All right. So that next week, Chad Gable gets everybody in the ring and the Alpha Academy and is talking about how disappointed he's been in all of them and how Otis is his biggest mistake that he's made, and he was just going in like saying that this is the real Chad Gable and there's going to be some huge changes around here. So the week after that, it's I think it's Maxine Dupree and somebody, I think it was
Candace.
somebody, Candace. Verse, was it Indy Hart? Yeah, those two are going at it.
Are you talking about this past Monday?
I think so, yeah.
This
I can't
past
remember
Monday,
who
it
it
was Maxine versus Candace. It's basically the end of that feud before Candace goes to SmackDown.
Yeah. Okay. Then, there wasn't Friday that they had a tag match?
I think it was the Monday before there was another tag match between Ivy Nile and Max. No, the week before that was the Battle Royal, and she ended up throwing Candace and Indy both out.
Yeah. Okay. That's all your Maxine Dupree news. And then this past week, Akira Tozawa and Otis faced who was it?
They got a tag title shot.
Oh yeah, against
Awesome Truth.
Yeah, the Awesome Truth. And they almost pulled it off until you got hit with the, what was it? The Truth Crushing finale.
Is that what they're calling it?
Yeah. And they get it, and they win it right there. And then Chad Gable, it was Sami Zayn and Bronson Reed facing each other for the Intercontinental title. And at the very end, Chad Gable interrupts and absolutely destroys Bronson Reed's title shot. But then Bronson Reed's like, you know what, screw you, and just destroys Chad Gable for that. So I think they're setting up a triple threat match. And that should be everything for Sami Zayn and the Alpha Academy.
That was pretty damn funny because like Chad Gable, I think had Sammy in the ankle, like if I remember right, and then he just hits the big splash on Gable, just like fuck you, buddy.
Yeah, yeah. And man, those two guys were pretty. They're small, but they're stocky. But Bronson's just a different breed.
All I
Oh
care
yeah,
about is
dude.
awesome truth, man.
Well, not only that, Gable is ridiculously strong too.
Oh yeah,
He wrestled. He was at the show on Friday, and he wrestled. He came out to ruin the quote, I don't know, quote unquote ruin CM Punk's promo to the fans. It was just a bullshit promo. It's like they brought him to SmackDown they were gonna use when they changed their minds, so they just told him to go out and talk about Pete Rose for 5 minutes. I have it on video. I uploaded it, and Facebook said, "Fuck you, it's copyrighted." So yeah, and then so they were gonna jump because they were all acting like they were still friends, like all of the Alpha Academy. They were gonna jump Punk, and then Sheamus came out and made the save. But I'm liking Gable as a heel so far.
Oh, Gable's been playing a really good heel.
Dark Side says people are saying Gable is turning into the new Kurt Angle. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that.
He's got that intensity. He's got the wrestling ability. He could 100% be a new Kurt Angle.
Oh
yeah, for sure.
I say 100% a lot.
Yes, yeah, no kidding, man.
And I'm pretty sure Gable was also an Olympic athlete, and I'm not sure if he got a gold medal or not.
He did not.
Yeah,
he was, but I think he was I think he was on the Olympic wrestling team, but I could be wrong, but I think he was an alternate. The only other person that WWE's ever signed as a gold medal and they've done nothing with is Gable Steveson.
Yes.
But his brother is down in NXT with Regal's kid. I can't remember what the hell they call themselves. But he's with that squad and is doing better than his brother. Apparently his brother hasn't really caught on to the professional side of the professional wrestling style as much as they thought he would.
I'm looking up his record right now. Let's see.
Okay, so he won a gold medal at the Pan American Games in 2012, but he did not win an Olympic gold medal.
Correct. And he was labeled as the, where is it? 2012's Greco-Roman Wrestler of the Year by USA Wrestling as well.
Okay. So he's got some accolades.
He does, yeah.
I just feel he's been very undervalued with WWE. Putting him in really they're trying to push him over as Kurt Angle. He's been literally been pushed to be the next Kurt Angle his whole career. And I think that he's just finally catching that and
oh yeah,
running.
Well, at first when it was him and Jason Jordan, it was good. They were supposed to be like the new quote Team Angle, and Angle was still active in the company and that at the time, and
yep,
that's what they were talking about. And then all of a sudden, Jason Jordan is Kurt Angle's son, and
we talked about that last time because when they were coming up, like I get that they were going for the Team Angle, but they felt more like early Steiners to me.
Yeah,
which is not a bad thing. It's never a
not,
bad
not
thing
at all
to be compared to the Steiners. Like the Creed brothers, 100 definitely remind me of the Steiner brothers.
Yeah, they fully have that now. Yeah,
yeah, like you want to go or not, you're fucking going.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, definitely, man.
And they'll throw your ass. And then the thing is, they've already proved it too. They'll throw your ass all the way across the ring. Like they are ridiculously strong. And that's who I think that they're talking about putting together too, is putting Gable, like once he breaks away from Otis and them, putting him with the Creed brothers.
Oh, that'd be a great fit.
Doing like a whole new Alpha Academy. Yeah, it'd just be 3 guys that could beat the living crap out of you, and whether you want shoot fighting or But shoe fighting or wrestling, either way they'll win.
Considering they did that to DIY. Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, DIY is like what 90 pounds, not 90 pounds combined.
Yeah. So is that all we got for counter action?
There is. Let me see. A few more things. Some of these guys really haven't done much. So we got the Awesome Truth handled, so we don't really have to talk about them. We could move over to CM Punk, because the only CM Punk news we really have is him and Drew McIntyre having a promo fight, which was pretty great.
Yep. Considering they're both on the injured list right now, it kind of makes sense that they're still being. They are really still being relevant as fuck, man.
They are the most entertaining. That was probably the most entertaining part of Raw on Monday was CM Punk trolling Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, the troll off between them is just god tier right now.
Oh yeah. And then we get roped into Seth Rollins, which honestly hasn't done anything at all. We haven't really seen him.
He's going to be out for like the foreseeable future.
Well, I mean, we thought him and Becky was going to be out, both going to be out, and apparently Becky was going to be out until Rhea got injured and they had to call an audible.
Because who else is there on the roster that can hold the belt and make it, I'm not going for Liv Morgan. I'm sorry, guys. I know
talked about that, yeah.
I know you guys like Liv Morgan. I'm not going for her.
It was all right.
I
will boo it every time.
Logan Paul was already rooped in.
Yeah.
Oh, we got LWO. And boy. What happened? Carlito.
The crowd saw that coming a mile away.
Oh, yeah.
But
for them, the Legato to just show the film, too, and catch him in the act, it's just great.
I think it's funny because usually when WWE does an angle like that, it just shows the part where the guy just attacks him. They went the extra mile, did it in 4K, had him attack him, then walk out, walk back, and go, "Oh shit, Dragon Lee's been attacked. Let me go help him."
It was great.
It was, and the fact that they still kept Carlito as part of the LWO for the draft as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah,
and then he pushes him into Rey Mysterio, and Rey Mysterio gets all knocked up, and then he hits the backstabber on Dragon Lee, which it's just perfect. The backstabber.
Oh yeah, and his message, because he did break silence on social media after everything happened, and it was to be continued. See you on Monday.
Oh, the best part is too watching him run out of the arena. He pushes at least 3 people out of his way.
Yeah, he wanted to get out of there as quick as possible.
Yeah.
I want them to take a hard turn into telenovela territory with this storyline. I really, really, very much do.
I feel like it'd honestly be a great way to kind of set up like the old Eddie and Ray gimmicks. Like, I feel like it'd be a great opportunity to do that.
It really would be, man. It'd be a lot of fun too.
Yeah, but Dominic's an adult now. He's got 2 women on the side, and
is he an adult now?
I mean, technically, he's married, and outside of wrestling, he's married. But I mean, inside of wrestling, he's banging. Apparently, he's banging Rhea Ripley. Now he's coming out of the same room as Liv Morgan. I mean,
and he looks 12.
He's got a come on. The Dirty Sanchez mustache is working for him.
No, I make fun of him a lot. I do have a lot of respect for him. I just like to make fun of him. It's so easy. That's what he's there for us to make fun of and boo at.
Yes.
And he's one of the greats at it. Serious, to be that young and already that good at it is, you got to give him props, man.
Yeah, he's okay in there. He's not fantastic in the ring. He's okay in the ring, but yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy you beat the shit out of in the Judgment Day.
Man's be looking like Uncle Rico from Napoleon. What you got next for us, sir?
We got a tie-in with Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair and the Kabuki Warriors.
Okay.
And they're going to be facing at Backlash.
I got our backlash card brought up for after this.
And Bianca was just talking about how she's been getting absolutely destroyed by Damage Control for a while now, and she just needed somebody that could help her out. And she said Jade Cargill was the best fit. And I got to totally agree with that.
I mean, when you only got to hit 3 moves and then the match is over, I guess.
Yeah, there's not a lot to it at that point.
Yeah, which I mean, I like Jade. I'm starting to get into Jade Cargill. I'm still on the fence, but I'm on the positive side of the fence with her so far, and I love Bianca. I think Bianca's one of the best female talents they have.
Oh,
yeah.
Agreed.
It's just Jade really hasn't had a real match yet. She's had all these squash matches like almost every week. Even at WrestleMania, she really didn't do that much.
She needs a lot of work. The thing about it is she has the look, she has the presentation, she's got the mic kind of. She's gonna need a lot of work because especially with a woman her size, working with these tiny little things, it makes it a lot harder. Like even China always had better matches with men than she did women.
Oh, yeah.
True.
A lot of that has to do with the talent she was working with. As much as I hate to call Jeff Jarrett a talent, she's still, who can, like, I think until she gets to that match where the inevitable match with her and Bianca, I think it's gonna just literally be the three holds and go about, let's go about our business.
Then what we have next is Bailey, and I guess you could kind of intertwine Nia Jax a little bit here, but we'll just start with Bailey and head on from there because the last 4 wrestlers are kind of intertwined with each other. So Bailey, she had that match with Naomi because she was like, you know what? She's my friend. We've been here a long time together, and she deserves a shot.
Naomi also won a number 1 contenders match.
And Tiffany Stratton was not going for it. And they've been going in for a great feud for the past couple weeks now. And this past Monday, Nia Jax absolutely.
That was Friday. Was at SmackDown.
Yeah.
I know this because I was coming back from getting drinks.
And Nia Jax just absolutely destroyed Bailey and just left her laying on the ground like she was a ball of nothing.
And I fucking love Nia, just saying. Yeah. You know I love me some Nia.
I'm liking her better on this go round.
Oh yeah.
She's definitely putting it. Let that outfit does not do her justice. She is actually a very beautiful woman if you see her on social media and that.
Fucking gorgeous, man.
Like that outfit that she wears just does not do her justice.
Oh no.
And that'll happen with a lot of costumes, especially with the women, a costume can ruin an entire character.
Yeah.
It has many times for men and women.
Yes. And come on, you're trying to say the Shockmaster wasn't a success? I will say I met him at a convention. I met him at a convention and he carries that fucking mask. He carries the bedazzled stormtrooper mask with him.
That fucking mask, man.
But yeah, Nia, she's good. I mean, she's great. I love in the Battle Royal when they held the title up and she just takes a step and stands beside it like she's already won the damn thing.
Yep.
Yeah. So we got that match going on with Bailey, Tiffany Stratton, and Naomi happening at Backlash. But then you got Nia Jax, who has been destroying Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan for weeks now.
Yeah, weeks.
And then we get into the Battle Royal. And who eliminated Nia Jax?
Liv. I think Liv
Yes.
did. Or I think they both did. I think they worked together and both did it.
You were talking about earlier about who was going to hold the title until Rhea gets better, other than Becky. I think Nia. I think if they truly do right by her, I think she can easily do it.
She's going to SmackDown.
I know.
I think it'll be Liv. This way they could set up the Liv Rhea match. But
And maybe they'll put more work into Liv now. Is the thing, she was gone for a bit. She's coming back. Like maybe they'll put more work into her.
She's on that revenge tour, man.
Yeah.
One of my biggest problems with Liv is how she's trying to act tough, and at the end of the day, she's what 4'8", 4'9".
Well, I mean,
and just
you got to act tough when you're that small. You got to be crazy.
Or you got to have that Mighty Mouse instinct.
Yeah.
That goes back to Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss, though. They're tiny too, man.
They are. I mean, I don't like. I'm not the biggest fan of Alexa Bliss either. In all honesty,
I know you're not. I love Alexa, but I know.
Just Mean Girl. She just seems like she needs to be in the movie Mean Girls.
Except
Nikki,
for when she's Sister Abigail is like a very different side of her personality, though.
Yeah, well, she was. I know. I will say I was entertained by that.
She has range, is what I'm saying.
When she did that. It's just when she comes back as Little Miss Mean Girl again. No, I'm signed out of that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just her count. She doesn't come off as tough to me at this point, and definitely doesn't, to me at least, doesn't come off as a serious threat to Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
It's hard for about anyone to come off as a serious threat to Rhea, though.
I mean, Charlotte.
In her defense.
Charlotte.
Becky is a great defense. Charlotte. At one point in time, I'd say Charlotte. Maybe not so much now.
Her and Charlotte had the best match of WrestleMania 39. They probably had the best match of
39. But since then, Charlotte's really kind of.
She's been hurt. And the bad thing is, I think it's a shoulder injury, and you can't really come back from those. It's really hard to come back from those.
It is, yep.
Like, I worry about Dominic. I know he's going to be out the next 9 months with like Tommy John surgery, and that's something that a lot of pitchers in baseball have to get. And when they come back from those surgeries, they're never the same.
That's true,
man. Is there anything else that I missed with Liv Morgan and Becky Lynch and Nia Jax? I'm pretty sure that about covers it.
Yeah, I mean, what this last Monday night, Nia and Liv had a match. Liv beat her. It is Nia's last, final match on Raw.
Right.
Until
dominate SmackDown.
Yeah, because I mean SmackDown, and that's the thing. That's the beautiful thing about this. That's one good thing about this draft is they needed to bolster up the women's division, and that's exactly what they did with bringing these girls up, switching them around a little bit, and bringing those girls up from NXT.
Oh yeah,
like Lyra Valkyria alone is really good.
Yeah.
Kiana James, I don't think she's ready, but they probably know better than I do. So I'm gonna sit back and watch.
I think Shawn Michaels really pays attention to what's going on in NXT to the point where I don't feel like him or the other people over there would really suggest a move up unless they were ready, because I don't know too many people, that would know that more than Shawn Michaels.
See, the only thing I really don't like is I saw that that little promo video that they did, and I don't like your little businesswoman thing. I feel like it's a little cheesy.
Throwback. It's a throwback.
It actually worked in NXT, but the problem is she is almost like a new version of Stephanie. That's what she came off as, at least to me. In NXT, she came off as like a newer version of Stephanie McMahon. Just not as talented.
I get that.
I was actually going to say I agree. Right around in her right to censor phase. She gave me a little bit more Ivory vibes than
Yeah.
Stephanie, but I can see Stephanie though too.
I'm talking about the character, like the character itself is like, I'm a businesswoman. The only thing that matters to me is doing business and making money and all this, all that kind of stuff. And
That's that '90s attitude gimmick shit, man.
it is. Well, I mean,
That's
and
what that is.
that's one of the things under Shawn Michaels and Triple H so far is like when you had Vince, there was only two type. You can only be one of two type of women. You're either going to be the, clap and stomp baby face, or you're going to be a complete bitch. Those are
Yeah.
the only two characters that Vince wanted the women to be.
Mm-hmm.
And now under Triple H, we have so many different characters for the women, to the point where the women are actually starting to be the focal point of the show on a lot of these
Really,
shows.
100%. Yeah.
Like I think we've all agreed. You said it earlier this year. Royal Rumble, the women's Royal Rumble for the past 2 or 3 years has been better than the men's.
Yeah.
The
The
women's
Elimination Chamber.
elimination chamber this year, women's was better than the men's.
I mean, this is going to sound really crass, but we're finally, thankfully, out of that tits in or tits out mentality, where
Yeah.
it was either they were fully covered or their tits are out, and that's to really
Yeah,
break it down. What you just said a second ago to it. It's a real root of what Vince was looking at. That's really what it was.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath on that one though. With Netflix coming up.
I'm just saying, like, that's all he cared about. Like, that's really that's the brunt of what it was only. But even with the Netflix deal come up, which I'm excited as fuck about the next Netflix deal, actually.
Raz, are you telling me him making Trish get on her hands and knees in her bra and panties and barking like a dog is sexist?
How about just the fact that there were bra and panty matches? We need to go further to the details. Like,
they were great for the game, so I'll say that. That's about it.
Look, they got a minute and a half. Come on.
When me and Steven were young, we were lucky because sometimes TV channels that were all static, you'd catch the occasional boob. Matt had bra and panty matches in wrestling games.
I had Cinemax, okay? Cinemax was the fucking go-to in the 90s.
Cinemax, yep. The Red Shoe Diaries.
And sadly, I found another comparison to Kiana James, which I hope doesn't happen, and that is Lana. I really hope she doesn't take the Lana route.
No. She wrestles in, at least.
Why?
She's not. I don't see Lana. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one, Matt. I don't see Lana. I see like I said, I see a younger Stephanie McMahon, when like not as domineering as Stephanie was.
Yeah.
But more like the character. In the ring, she's okay. She's okay. She's put on some decent matches. She had a feud with, I never remember half these women down there. Half their names. Gosh, she used to be with Briggs and Jensen. To where like, if she won the match, she was gonna buy the girls parents left her a bar. Because Brooks and Jensen have this like really country like almost like rodeo gimmick, but not as like bad as the Smoking Guns were. But she owned like a country bar, like a honky tonk almost, and for those of you listening, a honky tonk is just a bar. It is nothing. Don't listen to country music. It ain't nothing different than a bar.
Mm-hmm. It's a dive bar, technically.
It just happens to be a dive bar in the South. That's what a honky tonk is.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've been to a dive bar, you've been to a honky tonk. Congratulations. Not to sound so mean, but to where she was like, they were having a feud and the girls' bar was going out of business and Kiana James was going to buy the bar up.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a match to see who would basically get the bar.
Yep.
Fallon Henley.
There you go. Yeah, Fallon Henley. I for some reason I kept thinking Tatum Paxley, but Tatum was, I think, God, what again? The girl that's with Creed Brothers. Ivy Nile. Yeah, her and Ivy Nile were a tag team, and then Tatum Paxley was just in that thing with Lyra Valkyria, which they were doing like the whole Trish Stratus, Mickey James thing.
Yeah, it's about time for that to be recycled.
Yeah.
So, do we have anything else for counteraction, or do you want to move on to the predictions for Backlash?
That's it.
All right, it should be a quick prediction scenario. First one up is World Heavyweight Championship. Damian Priest. Cannot talk today. Damian Priest versus Jey Uso. What are you guys thinking about this?
Ooh.
You want me to go first, Matt?
Yeah, I got to think about this one.
So I don't think they're taking any title off yet. I don't think they're ready to do that. I think Damian holds it till Clash of the Champions or Clash of the Champions. Good Lord, Clash at the Castle.
Yep.
So yeah, I think Damian is going to keep it. He might even keep it past Clash at the Castle at this point because they're doing a lot with him. They're doing a lot of promotion with him. They're putting a lot of work into him, and I'm not going to be surprised if he starts breaking away from Judgment Day really soon.
That's something we've been talking about a lot. Was the end of Judgment
Yeah.
Day, and I gotta agree with you. I think Priest keeps it. I think Jay's gonna. This is more of a match to continue to bolster Jay on his own, and I think that's what it serves the purpose for Jay. But even that, I think we're inevitably going to see the reunite.
We'll
The
see the
reunion of the Usos.
Yeah. We're going to see the reunion of the Usos, closer probably to Survivor Series because I think that's our War Games match this year.
Yeah.
If Roman comes back, personally, I think they need to keep Roman off till WrestleMania next year.
Bring him back for Rumble, maybe.
Bring him back. I didn't even think Rumble. I think night after Rumble, like on Raw. Bring him back and not Raw, SmackDown because they're on SmackDown, and have him go face to face with Solo.
Yeah, that could work.
But yeah, I think they got it. Plus, I think I'm with you on that. Is they're trying to give Jay something to do in that, but at the same time, they got to get that stink of that WrestleMania match off of them too.
They do.
And Damien's a really good guy to do that with. Like, I'm still disappointed that match was as bad as it was.
Yeah. I mean, I just think Priest keeps it, man.
Yeah.
I think that Priest, like you guys said, Priest keeps it, retains, but I feel like it's going to be a really good match. And the only reason why he's going to win is because Judgment Day interference.
Nah, he's got to go over clean. I think he has to go over clean in his first defense.
I mean, I think with a group like Judgment Day, it's possible that it won't be clean, but
it could also
because it's Judgment Day.
It could also set up the breakup. Of him like yelling at the guys, going, "Hey, I told you I didn't need you out here."
Right, exactly. And I mean, Finn Balor is also jealous, obviously that it wasn't him that won the title. And I think, it's going to pull the, well, you can't win without us kind of thing from Finn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that works. Next one we got is the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. I'm just going to throw this out. I don't think AJ's getting the belt.
Nope.
No. Not a chance. There's an ice cube sitting in hell I think has a better chance than AJ Styles of winning that belt.
Yep.
And I think someone's going to interfere.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think this is going to be one of those nightmares. We're going to see Knight again.
Yeah, like I said, AJ flew all the way across the world just to hit him with a chair at Elimination Chamber. France isn't anywhere near as far as Australia is.
Yep, I think this is why Knight's been laying low.
He's been playing stealthy.
Yeah,
I just give them time though, because this is legitimately the first time ever we've had Cody versus AJ.
Yep.
So I hope we at least get some time. I know a lot of people are saying it's the battle of the former Bullet Club leaders. Was Cody ever a Bullet Club leader though?
I don't think so.
I think
a broken faction of the Bullet Club, maybe.
But like the Ring of Honor version.
Right.
Like AJ was a legitimate leader of the Bullet Club at one point before Omega took over, but Omega was still in charge when Cody Cody was wrestling in Ring of Honor with those two useless assholes.
And
Um,
yeah, I mean, and let's realize also why the Bullet Club even exists.
Yeah.
Finn.
No. Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash,
Ah,
the Click. The Click is why the Bullet Club exists. That's their history right there. They're literally just a modern age Click, which
Yeah.
they discussed and talked about. And I remember a long time ago, this is many pay-per-views back, where they actually brought out the Click, and the Bullet Club, who they had in WWE, was out there throwing out the two sweet and everything, man. Like they had a lot of people were out there for that.
well, they've always said that the NWO and DX was their inspiration for the Bullet Club, and
Well, those two factions were also because of the Click.
yeah, well they
Like
were the Click.
everything started with the Click, really.
I
I
mean, the
mean,
Click's
technically,
running
you can
wrestling,
go
right?
back to the Four Horsemen, but I think the Click did it better.
The Click did it so well they're running the damn company right now.
Exactly. Well, some of them are.
The two important ones.
I don't know, man. Like I love me Nash and Hall as much as I love Sean and H, and I adore them. Hall was always my favorite, man. As far as like all the
Yeah.
old Mick Foley aside, he's my ultimate always number one. Nash and Hall, like that was the Outsiders was the first tag team I truly loved as like growing up.
Hall is one of those guys that should have won the world title but didn't. Like
Yep,
him, Roddy Piper, and Arn Anderson are the three people I always think of that should have been world champions but didn't. And the
I
thing
agree with
about
you.
Arn is Arn Anderson will tell you to this day he didn't win the belt because of Flair. Not that he's jealous or anything, but he knew, and that's the thing about this is going to be news. This might be a learning experience for some younger listeners out there. Does
Buckle
anybody
up,
know what the true purpose of the Four Horsemen was?
lay it
No.
on us, man.
Keep the belt on Flair.
Yep,
The job of Tully Blanchard, and Arn Anderson and Ole Anderson. Yeah, sure, go get the TV title, go get the tag titles, but the ultimate job was to keep the belt on Flair because as long as the belt was on Flair, they were all making money.
and all WCW did was recycle that with the NWO and Raven's Flock. Every faction they ever created like that was all about keeping built on one person. For Raven's Flock, obviously, it was Raven there for a while, and
Yeah,
NWO is pretty much always about Hogan.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So are we all saying that Cody
Cody,
Rhodes is keeping it?
yes, Cody.
Oh, by a landslide.
Okay. WWE Women's Championship: Bayley versus Tiffany Stratton versus Naomi.
Too early.
Bailey. It's too. The only I could see Tiffany winning, but I think it would be a travesty if she won it. I think it would be damaging to her career and her character if she won it this early.
Yeah.
They need to let her chase it for a little bit. And
Yep.
Bailey just won it.
Yep.
We can't play hot. We don't want to be in this new era. We don't want to hot potato the belt like that.
I don't know.
I agree with it. And that's the hard thing coming into Backlash. Like it's really hard because some of these people just got the title, some for the first time, some it's not their first time, but it's maybe one of their last runs, and it's really hard to set that kind of thing up, like, and to take things away and add things. But I agree. I think Bailey is going to keep it. I'm not the biggest Naomi fan, not because she's not a great wrestler, because she is. I just think it's time to drop the stripper gimmick.
I think she's gonna start taking that Natalia spot now. Now that she's getting older and
Yeah,
um
she had a great showing at
sh-
WrestleMania.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
I was
she's
actually
had a
impressed.
great career. She's had a great career. She's a former champion,
Mhm.
and all that good stuff. But I think she's gonna start taking that Natalia route where she's gonna start putting these younger girls over and helping them, be the learning tree like Natalia is over on Raw.
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
you, Natalia, man.
Oh yeah, she's great.
Oh yeah. All right. I mean,
And I'm really loving Tiffany Stratton too, man. I
she
like the gimmick.
surprised the shit out of me. Yeah.
Oh dude, she's the future of the women's division. She's gonna do great things. It's just she can't do it. Don't do it yet.
Oh no.
Don't be like, because that's a Vince move is to up. They like this girl. All right, put the title on her. Okay,
Yeah.
now
Yep.
now what? She's got another 10, 15 years of a career ahead of her. What the hell else is there to do now?
Exactly. And I feel
Oh, yeah.
H is smart enough not to do that.
Yeah. Well, I think
Now,
Triple H is smart enough not to hot potato a belt.
Yeah.
that brings us up to our next one, who I think is going to have a different kind of setup or a different turnout. Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. I think that Bianca and Jade are going to become the new champions. That's where I'm
I
at.
feel
with
it too.
Yeah. It's kind of obvious.
Jade needs something.
She needs a big bump on this, man. Like, she needs a
Yeah.
big career bump. And Bianca, we've all said this already millions of times, and it's true. Bianca is one of the most impressive, just female wrestlers. Period. Not even just on WWE, but to me, she's one of the most just amazing to watch.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she's probably the best, probably one of, if not the best female wrestler in the world right now.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
she's just the top. I mean, Rhea's great. Don't get me wrong. Rhea's a
Oh
star.
yes, she is.
Bianca is better in the ring. Like every
I'll
time
agree
you
with that.
watch her, her matches are exciting. And I'm never bored watching. I never get bored watching her matches.
This is gonna sound weird to say, but traditionally, American and Canadian wrestlers traditionally are amongst the most popular in the United States. A lot more opportunities. A lot of wrestling happens here and in Canada, so it's easier for them to be these wrestlers to be where they need to be and get the training they need to get. And that's the thing with Rhea. Rhea's fucking amazing. She's not a bad wrestler because she's from Australia. She's not a good wrestler because she's from Australia, but because she's from Australia, she's had fewer opportunities and to impress and U.S. viewers. I guess is what I'm saying. And it's weird to me to watch careers from wrestlers of the greats and the nobodies, alike. And you tend to see more of the great across the boards coming from Canada and America as a result. Not all, but a
I'll
fairly
even
good
go
chunk.
down to the 80s with Hogan in Japan. He wasn't doing the same stuff in the ring in the US that he was doing in Japan.
Yeah.
No, he was
It's just crazy to me how that works.
Well, the thing about it is Japan likes a different style than Americans do.
They do.
And in all honesty, this is gonna be bashing AEW again, but that's why AEW can't succeed is because they want to do that style of wrestling and they want to try to bring that New Japan style of wrestling to America, and it just doesn't work.
Right.
Um,
I think
America and
some matches in from it is fine. Just the whole overall is tough.
America and Canada have the benefit of having what is essentially mainstream wrestling.
Yeah.
Your WWE, your I guess AEW right now, TNA, MLW, which is big on YouTube, and that is in
Heartland.
America. Heartland, yeah,
Yeah, a bunch of them, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much wrestling in America. I mean, wrestling is friggin' huge in England. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you look at the UK, wrestling is probably more popular there than it is over here in America and Canada. Now their entire indie scene was wiped out in 2020 by that speaking out movement.
Yeah.
But a lot of that stuff, and these guys do translate over here.
They do. I would say if I
It's
had to add a third country into the mix of that, it would be UK, hands down.
yeah, because I mean it's just so big over there. And there's different, Mexico, of course, there's big wrestling down there, but
Lucha is very different, though. Like,
it is.
Mexican wrestling and lucha is a completely different world, and that's the thing about it. It's a different world. It's fucking brilliant and amazing, but it's its own thing.
And a lot of and then Mystico, when he came up here and became Sin Cara, proved that you can't. It's not going to translate to American wrestling because half these guys, half these American and Canadian wrestlers can't do that shit.
Yeah. I mean, fucking even Sean spent time, with Lucha Style
Yeah.
in San Antonio. He got a lot of training, a lot of stuff from that. And the way as far as American wrestlers go, in my opinion, he's translated Lucha to American one of the best as, from the American side of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's guys that can do it, but it's WWE style again. Like them, hate them, it doesn't really matter at this point. WWE is the top dog in the
Yeah.
world with wrestling. It's just there's really no arguing it. I know other companies like you go to Japan, New Japan is popular, but at the same time they're still watching WWE.
Yep.
Australia, New Zealand, UK, the UK, Ireland, just everywhere watches WWE. And it all comes down to the styles. Like you can get the lucha. I mean, Rey Mysterio is probably the most. I think we could all agree Rey Mysterio is the most successful luchador in the world
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
of all time. Because he was able to translate and start doing move sets that work with American wrestlers and work with that American style. Whereas you can't have like Nakamura when he first came over. Yeah, a lot of people knew who Nakamura was, but they had to send him to NXT because he was his style wasn't going to translate to Americans. They had to basically teach him the WWE style. Same thing with Asuka. When Asuka first came over here, she was legitimately knocking bitches out in NXT. I don't,
Oh,
she
yeah.
was knocking women out left and right legitimately because she was just hitting them too damn hard.
Oh, yeah.
So she had to go to NXT and she had and the performance center to learn, hey, we kind of pull our punches here a little bit. This isn't, Japan where it has to look real, where it has to look, like you're trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
You're not in the ring with was it Mayami Toyota? I think was her
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
One of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time. You're not in the ring with her. You're in the ring with fucking Carmella. Okay, please don't kill Carmella.
Oh, definitely. I think that brings us officially to our last, which is going to be Kevin Owens and Randy Orton versus the Bloodline. And just for me, straight up, I think RKO is going to do it.
I think
But that's
Bloodline needs to win.
and that's the thing. They do need to. They do need to win it, and they probably will. I just really want RKO to win.
I
I
think
can
there's going to
see
be
another pull up.
I think there's going to be shenanigans. Jacob Fatu might debut.
Yeah.
It'd be a good place or time for him to debut. But I think they need the win. This is Tama Tonga's debut match.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
you really don't want especially somebody you're making it. I mean, he's been to the freaking company less than a month and he's already one of their top stars.
Yep.
Because of how great they're, still pushing that angle. And you don't want a guy you want to be your top star to just, to lose his first match.
Very true.
I'm
And
actually seeing a lot of that. I think there's more than 5 matches, guys, because I just found more.
What else we got?
We've seen the Bloodline work with the Judgment Day a lot, and Tama Tonga is an alumni of the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
We could see something going on there.
I don't think this new Bloodline's going to work with anyone, honestly. I think it's just going to be them running roughshod over people, like, because if you remember, do you guys even know why they attacked Kevin Owens?
Because they can. And because at some point in time, Kevin was against them, and they were just.
What if I told you, if anybody remembers, the week before, the day after the SmackDown after WrestleMania, when they were going to what used to be their locker room when Roman had the title.
Yeah, that's true.
Kevin Owens is the one who was going inside. He goes, "Yeah, you guys aren't invited. Go here. I hear that there's a janitor's closet over there."
Yeah, that's true.
That little subtle thing, I watched it over again. I'm like, wait a minute, that's why they got pissed off at Kevin Owens, and that's why they beat the living shit out of him.
Yeah. I think that it's just going to be a lot of chaos.
It's going to be a damn good match. It's going to be violent.
But I think, though, if RKO does win, it's literally just going to be because of disqualification.
Yeah. Which I can see that more than like the RKO getting a pin.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I was double checking. There were some other matches like listed kind of for it, but it wasn't really for it. Like the Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable thing, and it's very confusing on what's actually going to be on the card. But then I went and tried to look up the official card, and all that's actually officially on there is just the 5 we talked about.
And there's probably rumors. I mean, I can't imagine they wouldn't send Sammy over there because him and KO are probably the only two people that speak French in the company. So,
but I feel like we've called the main 5. Which before we get to our MMW drafts, we're going to take a brief commercial break as soon as I get that going here, because it takes me a while to find things. And here we go.
Greetings and shabibans. We are the Retro Reductibus Cephala Podcast, a long-form bi-weekly show that celebrates all the things that made growing up awesome.
Yeah, that sounds good, but I don't know what all those words mean.
I think what Parasite Steve's trying to say is that on Retro Redoctopus, we explore a range of retro goodness, from toys, video games, and movies, to cartoons, and even snacks and school lunches.
Oh.
And we do it all with a positive spin, a slew of killer guests, and some very adult language.
And you know what else is cool?
No.
This crazy show is part of the Dorking Podcast Network with new episodes every Tentacle Tuesday.
What's that?
And if waiting 2 weeks for a new episode gives you a sad, know that we drop bonus episodes all the time, like the off-format Crow's Nest and an interview series we call The Brig.
You can listen to Retro Redoctopus on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or any app that's cool enough to carry the only show that celebrates all the things that make growing up awesome.
All right, welcome back to Mets and Monsters. Now, usually this part, usually that's the part we're actually doing color commentary for our whole federation, but we've moved the federation to 2K24 officially now. A lot of people didn't sign back with us. We signed a lot of new people. So we thought, since there's 3 of us, the best way to handle this is for this episode and the next, we're going to do our draft because it sounds like a lot of fun for us. And at the end of the day, well, we're here to amuse you. Mostly, we're here to amuse ourselves. And that's that. Welcome to Podcasting 101. So, between stables, tag teams, and people in general, and singles, we have 116 different things to draft. So, the way I'm looking at this is we're going to need to do half of it today and half of it next week. So I'm checking that out on my little calculator right now. So we got 58 people, singles, tag teams, and stables to draft tonight. And if we divide that between the 3 of us, that means we're going to have about 19-ish rounds, 19 to 20 rounds is what we're looking at tonight, which actually is not that much, to be completely honest. And it's going to go seamlessly. That's why we wanted to spread it over 2 nights as well, so it wasn't just a bunch of us reading and discussing these things. But all 3 of us have the list of all the people involved. When further explanation is needed, that is something Matt will go into more detail. Like there's certain stables and tag teams that he knows a little bit more about than we do. I know we talked about which one are ever those of us having smaller teams are going to be picking first, but I think that's going to be hard to know.
True. We would have to wait till round 2, and we couldn't even do that.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm thinking is we have to find a way to randomize which one of us is going to go first.
Random number generator.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do here. Randomnumbergenerator.com. All right. For sake of argument, Matt's 1, I'm 2, and Steven is 3. Let's see how this goes. Generate number. It looks like it goes me, Steven, and Matt.
All right.
All right. This is a nice list. And there's a lot to choose from. There's also people I have to make sure I get that you guys don't because, I'm me. And I could go for some certain things. And I probably should. But right off the bat, I think I'm going to go straight out. Let me find him here. I'm taking Mankind.
Good pick.
So I think in the document, just put dash your name when you do your pick. That way we know. And I'll keep track of rounds as well, since I know we're going to do 9
everybody should be able to edit it.
Yeah. So that is going to be my pick, man. We're for number 1. He's my favorite wrestler of all time. I just can't not start off my roster without Mankind. I just can't do it.
All right, so it's my turn.
Mhm.
Ooh, I think they've disappeared.
What are you looking for?
The Killer Clowns.
Oh, they're there. Top of the list in the A's for some reason. I'm not sure why you put them in the A's.
Because of Art the Clown.
Okay, because Art's number 1 in that. Who's in the Killer Clowns?
Art the Clown. Both Pennywises. Bill Skarsgård and Tim Curry. Captain Spaulding and Doink the Clown.
And Captain Spaulding is why I'm picking the Killer Clown.
Already off. Was it a 5-pack?
Yeah.
For 6.
5.
Yeah, he just got 5 people. So I think one of the ways we can make this... Well, no, because we're going to have to do the picks. Yep. That's okay, though. We got this.
We'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
We could always trade and stuff like that, too. So.
Yeah, we can do trades afterwards if we'd like.
And damn it, Steven, you took my first pick.
You know what? I had a feeling, clowns think alike.
Oh, shit.
I do see a duo down there that I thought was going to be a part of a tag team in the Jays, the bottom of the Jays.
I think I see. I think I know who you're talking about.
It wasn't official. I just wanted to put each one of them out there just in case somebody wanted to pick them both up.
Okay, thank you.
But with that out of the way, my first pick is going to be Goldar.
Goldar, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Making his return, by the way. And we have to talk about this, too, because, in Mankind was not part of the... Wait, yeah, he was. He was part of... Wait, was he part of the Federation originally?
Cactus Jack.
Yeah, you're right. It was just Cactus Jack. So Mankind is new to us. And in Killer Clowns, go through that and tell us who was with us before and who wasn't.
So we had... I'm pretty sure we had both Pennywises the last time. Was it just Tim Curry's?
I feel like we only had the Tim Curry Pennywise before.
Yeah. And then Captain Spaulding's making his debut.
Actually, return. Yeah, he was with us two years ago, back when we were talking about MMW and like doing our own thing without televising it.
Doink is making his debut for Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
And then Art is making his return.
Okay. And of course, Goldar is returning.
Yes.
I know we were excited about him. All right, we are now starting round 2. All right, I feel like it's probably obvious who I'm going to pick, but it might not be. So I'm going to go with oh shit, I got to find them. The Outsiders.
That is not who I thought you were
Good
picking.
pick.
My favorite. I was just talking about how they're my favorite tag team, man.
I know, but I thought you were going to go for the bees.
Oh, let me go. I have to go look at the bees and see who it would have been. Oh, possibly. That brings us over to Steven.
Let's take a look. I just had a. I'm gonna go for a weird one, actually.
Okay, what you doing?
You know, now I remember who I was originally gonna pick. I'll go for that one next. I'm gonna go straight for Toxic Avenger.
Oh, that was gonna be one of mine. Nice. Toxie's always a great pick, man. And that's a returning as well. Just like the Outsiders are returning.
Yeah. If it doesn't get picked, which I don't think you guys are gonna pick this one, I know I'm gonna surprise you with my next one.
Okay. All right. Finishing us out on round 2 there, Matt.
All right. With my second selection, I will be taking. Dun. Whose game is it? L.A. Knight. Yeah.
I thought you might be picking Knight. Okay.
I'm surprised he didn't go first.
Goldar's just hard, just deep in my soul, brother.
All right. We got starting round 3. I'm grabbing DX. I've got the click together, ladies and gentlemen.
Ouch.
I had to round up the click. That's my thing, man. Had to do it.
So I need to go for a couple of legitimate wrestlers. I think I might do that. Wait for later for that because you're gonna laugh at this. How about the Dread Pirate Roberts?
Oh, that's actually a good one. I put him in that list. It was a fun conversation hunting him down, man.
Big Princess Diaries fan.
No, he can have 2. Because I'm only having 1.
Andre had his number. You know what I'm saying?
He can have 2.
He did, but he choked him out.
Yeah.
He did. That's how I got his phone number. Was from Andre.
Did Raz take?
And apparently Michelle's being super loud in the background. All right, that brings us to Steven. Wait, no, you just went. That brings us to Matt to end round 3.
All right, with my third pick, I have to secure a woman here. Got to take my favorite, Rhea Ripley.
Nice. Now, I have a question. Is China part of DX? Because I see that she's listed by herself.
You can choose. I just put her by herself because I felt like she deserved to be by herself.
Oh, I'm taking her off the list because I feel like she's DX.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. So we're on round 4 now. And yeah, I am going to now go for Beetlejuice. Because it's Beetlejuice and I absolutely have to. I just had to get some other picks out the way first. Which brings us over to Steven.
Alrighty. So let's stick with the Princess Bride and go with Andre.
Hell yeah. Now, Andre is new to us. DX is not new to us. We talked about that a minute ago. Beetlejuice was actually also a part of the original thing that Matt and I had done a couple years back. So he's returning, but first time televised. Just to kind of play some catch up a little bit. And LA Knight is new to us as well.
All right. With my fourth pick, I will be taking. Let's see. Where are they at? Darth Decker.
Grabbing Darth Decker. That was a fantastic tag team, actually. Darth Maul and Dr. Decker from Nightbreed last season of MMW. It's good to see those guys coming back. Oh, this is already starting to get a little hard now. We're in 5. I'm looking for my favorite tag team, female wise, that we made. I'm having trouble finding them here. I know they're here, but I'm having trouble. I think they're both back anyway. Maybe they're not. I can't remember if the Urban Legends came back or not. Who's in Deadly Ladies?
That would be Lady from
Lady Death.
From Resident Evil, and then Lady Death.
Oh yeah, I'm grabbing the Deadly Ladies then, for sure. Yeah, I know Lady Death. That she's a returner, and she was one of our stars last season. And I can't say her damn name. Dimitrescu. I can't fucking say it right now. Leave me alone. But yeah, she's just absolutely amazing. So yeah, Deadly Ladies it is. I need to build up my ladies. I gotta find them again because I just saw them, and then I lost them again.
We would have had the Urban Legends, but La Lorena came out as transgender and now is a male.
Okay. Much love there. Where is the Deadly Ladies? You can go ahead and go, Steven, while I figure out where the hell I misplaced them.
I'm going for female because I do have no females on mine yet, and I'm trying to decide between the two of them. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Bloody Mary.
Ooh, good pick.
I still cannot find the damn Deadly Lady.
I got them for you. They were right under La Llorona and LA Knight.
Oh, okay. I'm looking for D and the L. Okay, I see why though, because Lady does. Yeah, makes sense. And who did you pick again, Steven?
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary again is a returner.
I think she won a couple of matches.
She did. Her and La Llorona, they were a great tag team, man.
All right. My next pick. Gonna take one of my personal favorites. Jason Voorhees.
Excellent pick. Excellent. Now, Jason was with us, and he is returning.
He had a really well-fought Elimination Chamber match to send it off, but he just couldn't pull it out.
Yeah, that's true. That gets us started on round 6, and I'm feeling like I still need to build my female stable a little bit more, and I'm going to go with Elvira, who also was around in the early days of MMW before it was televised, and it's so awesome that she's coming back to us.
That's who I was trying to decide between, Elvira and Bloody Mary.
You took my Toxie, I took your Elvira.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's get an actual wrestler. Let's get a Damian Priest.
There you go.
And he is all by himself. No Judgment Day.
Yep, that is true. Because even Rhea's off on her own.
I feel that I am making a tag team when you're talking about Rhea here. I'm going to take Tiffany Valentine.
Ooh, that would be a great tag team, her and Rhea teaming up, man.
I feel like they both have the mentality.
Yeah.
To be a great tag team.
That's going to put us at 7. Let's see. There's a lot of really good options on here, guys. Oh man, it takes me a minute because I have to go through things. really getting down there. And some people are out of order. I'm seeing H's and the R's, and I get confused. A lot of thoughts got to go into these things. You know, you got to get the right setup. Ooh. I think I know who I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Creature.
Ooh.
My favorite Universal monster. It's got to happen.
Good pick.
I'm going to give this over to Steven.
Alrighty. Tell you what, I might make Raz a little mad on this one. I'm going Dude Love.
Nice. Nice. I was thinking about trying to pick them all up and doing like a stable, but that's okay. That's okay.
All right. My next pick, he's going to be Goldar's tag team partner, Lord Zed.
Oh, also from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and also brand new to the Federation.
And man, he's looking here. He has no Rita Repulsa to hold him back.
Yeah, that is true, man. Which puts us to 8, and I am going to grab the incomparable Ashley Williams, aka Ash from the Evil Dead franchise. Which puts us over to Steven.
So, as a child of the 80s, and one of the biggest collections I ever had as a kid, I'm going for He-Man.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Now, he's
Good
totally
call.
allowed to use that sword, right?
That's just a ring prop, sir. It can be at least in the vicinity, so you can get the power from it to a degree. But remember, we have to limit powers. And that's always such a struggle for us.
All right.
All right, go ahead, Matt.
My next pick. Look at my roster a little here. I will be taking The Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
The Undertaker player.
Nice. Starting round 9, I'm going to come in hard with Slender Man.
Ooh.
Who also is a returner. Much like the Undertaker.
Another one I was trying to decide between him and Dude Love a couple rounds ago.
Oh.
But I gotta boost my female division, my women's division, because I only have one woman on here.
Oh yeah, man, you got to get that going.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go Buffy.
Ooh.
Good call on Buffy. Very good call.
I'm going to go ahead because I need somebody to face.
Oh, you are grabbing who I was just about to grab too.
Rhea. I need somebody to face Rhea and Tiffany.
No, you don't, because you're going against us. We're all going against each other this season, man.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Hold on.
But who you're about to pick was one of the predominant ladies last season.
I'm going to go ahead and take. Oh, shoot. It's pretty hard, man. There's so many good people.
If you're filling out your female division, I think that what you were going to pick was nice.
I'll buff it up a little later. I'm gonna take Venom here.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, that was what I was gonna go for, sir. Well done. Well done. You gotta cut me off the ankles. See how it is. I already have a pretty solid female division so far. So I want to pick someone fun for myself here. There's lots of fun options. I got a couple of really good fun options already. So difficult. So difficult to pick. See, I always think I know where I'm going with this, and then like I'll see something else, and I'm like, oh shit. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna grab an 80s favorite of mine and go with Krang from the Ninja Turtles. He was also.
Okay, that's gonna be interesting to see.
I know. It looks amazing, by the way.
I'm stuck on 3 right now, but I think I'm gonna go with somebody who kind of dominated last season, at least a few episodes I was on for, and I'm gonna take She-Hulk.
Yep. She's one of the ones to take. We just we cannot allow her to be in weapons matches anymore. She got a little too crazy with the.
All right. I will be taking the Birds of Prey.
Ooh, good fill out for the female division right there. And we are officially halfway through the drafting portion of tonight, just so y'all are on board and you know what's happening. Let's see here. I had one. Where is it at? There we go. I'm going to go with Wolverine.
Oh.
Good choice. Looking at my thing, I might actually end up making Bloody Mary and Buffy a tag team.
That could be interesting.
That could. I think I'm gonna go back to the men though right now because I want Duke Nukem.
Fuck yeah! Who doesn't love some Duke Nukem? He was on my shows as well.
Surprised you didn't grab him and team him and Ash up together.
I seriously thought about it. That's why he was one of the people on my short list.
The inspiration. The inspiration for Duke Nukem.
Oh yeah. Also new to the Federation.
My next pick, I will be taking Jean Grey.
Jean Grey, also another fantastic the female division.
I think I just saw Raz pick his next one.
You did. And it's gonna be Deadpool because I'm thinking about doing a Weapon X team up with Deadpool and Wolverine.
Well, I'm going to actually go back to my women's division and pick only my 4th member of my women's division. I'm going Rogue.
Ooh.
Nice. That's also a very good pick. Very good pick indeed. And yes, the wrestlers for all of these entries are already built and in our system, guys. So we're pretty picky on what we choose. That's why some people made a list, some people didn't. It's
what round are we on?
You're going to finish out round 12 of 20.
Okay. So this will be probably one of my last female picks. There'll probably be one more. But I will take Trini Kwan.
Nice.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to round out the Power Rangers.
Yeah. We've only got one more to pick after that. All right. Round 13, I'm going to go with you got Jason. Now, which version of Jason you got?
That is,
Is that Kane Hunter?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm going to do a Kane Hunter pick with Victor Crowley, who's an all-time favorite of mine.
Ooh.
But I love Victor Crowley.
Showing some Adam Green love there, man.
Well, I'm gonna round out a team. Well, it's a male-female team, but they do probably make some really good mixed tag teams. How about Spike?
Oh, that's who I was going to go for next, too. Hell yeah. Spike is amazing.
I mean, you got to get Buffy, you got to get Spike, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Matt, who's going to be your 13th pick?
It's kind of a little dark horse out here, but my 13th pick is going to be Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka? All right. I mean, some of the dark horse picks have turned out well, like the dark horse wrestlers. Look how well Andy Kaufman did last year.
That's very true.
Season. I was bummed that he's not coming back, sadly. Yeah. All right, bringing us to round 14. We still have so much. I mean, everything on the board is great. Everything on the board is great. It's just trying to wrap it in, you know? It's difficult. I'll get ahead of myself on a couple picks, and then you guys will take them, and I'll have to look it up. Let's see. I'm gonna go Pinhead. I do have my Hellraiser tattoo, my Pandemonium construct over my heart, so I feel like I should probably pick him sooner.
So I'm gonna stay, I guess, technically in the 90s. Video games. Let's go Sub-Zero.
Nice.
Nice.
Good pick. Well, Steven,
You son
you
of a
got
bitch. I know what you're
Sub-Zero.
going. Yeah, you son of a bitch.
And it's a rival, man. I'm going Scorpion.
You just ruined my tag team division.
Hey, you still got Quan Chi out there.
I'm gonna go with for my start around 15 here, the Christine Nariki Wednesday. Wednesday Addams.
Let's see. Yeah, this is just somebody already took my pick.
See, it happens all the time, man.
You know what? How about we go Sloth?
Ooh, Sloth's another really good
pick.
It's so many people that are new to us. It's fantastic. I think most of our list is new. Here's closing out round 15 for you, Matt.
I'm picking Quan Chi.
2 of the 3 Mortal Kombaters. Okay. Going into round 16, I'm going to grab the Jenna Ortega Wednesday. I'm going to go for the Wednesdays tag team.
Well, since everybody else got their horror icons, I'm going to go Freddy Krueger.
Nice.
Okay.
Some other good ones out there still.
And to end my faction with the Brotherhood of Shadows, I'll be taking Noob Saibot.
Oh. Now, we can allow, after we've drafted everyone, some trades if you guys are interested. So starting off, this is going to be round 17. I'm going to go with my man Beavis.
Ooh.
Well, Raz, you're going to get mad at me because I'm going to go not with Butthead, but I'm gonna go with the Fiend.
I'll get mad at you for that one.
No, I was just playing around. 'Cause I was gonna pretend to take
Yeah, fuck you, buddy.
Butthead.
Yeah, I'm surprised you slept on the Fiend for so long, Matt, because I know he's like one of your favorites.
There's just so many favorites on this list, man. It's hard to pick one.
I know.
Like I don't have a strategy at all.
I don't either. I'm just going off somebody.
Oh, I got
But I like-
strategies. I came into this, I think, more prepared than you guys.
Seeing that I just went and took three males back to back, I got to get a female here. I'm going to go Lita.
Okay. Lita's a great choice. Starting out round 18, I'm going to close out my tag team here with Butthead. I feel like I just need Beavis and Butthead in my life.
Never go wrong with Beavis and Butthead.
Exactly.
Let's see. Let's go Stone Cold.
Ooh.
Oh,
good call.
Shit. We have two. Well, I technically have two more picks, right? I'm going to pick this round.
This is
and we have another one.
Yeah, after this, this is the end. We're finishing out round 18 right now. So
All
after this one you're about to do, right now, you'll still have two more. Because you end the rounds.
So, somebody who I think would be a really good tag team if we'd ever seen it, Liv Morgan and Lita.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad one. Steven hates you, but it's not a bad one.
As long as the last name isn't Bella, we're good.
Yeah, I agree with you on this one, honestly.
Yeah.
So, man, we're getting into our last two picks for this one. Man, I've had some fun with this one. I got some pop cultures. I got some solid wrestlers on here. Okay, I have an idea for a new tag team. Let's go with Jeff the Killer.
Ooh.
I'm going to have the creepypasta tag between him and Slender Man.
All right, let me go with one more female, actually, and I'm going to take He-Man's cousin, She-Ra.
Oh.
Nice.
And I'm going to pick somebody that this whole roster is afraid of, Chuck Norris.
Ooh, that's a good pick. That is a good pick, man. Now, we are round 20, which is our last round for tonight. All the other picks and trades will get handled next time. Let's see here. I got to really think about this one. This is my last one for the night, I don't want to think about it too much. I want to go with the man who was built for wrestling. He's a famous luchador in the comics. I'm taking Vane. And that is my final pick of the evening. Also new to us.
So I'm going to go for one more slasher legend. Let's go with Michael Myers.
Nice
Good
pick.
stuff.
First haunt character I ever played in the industry, man.
All right, before I make this last pick, are we going to go more serpentine or fixed for the next round?
We're just going to keep it going with how we have it right now.
Okay.
Just for sake of ease, I think.
Damn, this one's really hard because of how close they are to both my heart.
But again, we're going to allow trades.
Oh. Tommy Oliver.
I was waiting for you to make that pick. I
You
was
saved
waiting
the
for you to
best
make
for last.
Yep. Well, that's our 20, guys, for the night. So what we should do is just go back through, remind people who we've grabbed so far. I'll start it off. I've got Ash Williams. I've got Vane, Beavis, Beetlejuice, Butthead, the creature from the Black Lagoon, Deadpool, Elvira, the Jeff the Killer, the Outsiders, Krang, the Deadly Ladies. I've got Mankind, Pinhead, DX, Slenderman, Victor Crowley, both of the Wednesdays. I don't know if I said the Outsiders or not, but the Outsiders, but I didn't say that already. And Wolverine. Steven, who did you grab?
Oh, I started out grabbing the Killer Clowns, Art the Clown, Captain Spaulding. The whole reason I got him was Captain Spaulding. Both Pennywises, both the Tim Curry and the Bill Skarsgård, and Doink. That was my whole first pick. From there, I went to the Toxic Avenger, who I think is the dark horse pick, Dread Pirate Roberts.
Yeah.
Andre the Giant, which Dread Pirate Roberts and Andre might be a tag team. They may not. I don't know yet. Went to Bloody Mary. The current World Heavyweight Champion, Damian Priest, in WWE, that is. Dude Love. He-Man. Buffy. She-Hulk. Duke Nukem. Rogue. Spike. Sub-Zero. Sloth from the Goonies. Freddy Krueger. The Fiend. Stone Cold Steve Austin. She-Ra. And finally, Michael Myers.
Fantastic picks, man.
I'm almost thinking of a stable with The Fiend, Michael Myers, and Freddy.
Could be interesting, man. What about you, Matt? What was your list?
Can you check the private chat, please?
Yes, sir. There's nothing there. Yeah. Give us 1 second, guys. We're gonna play. Even though we're at the very end of the show, we are gonna play a quick ad. Give me just a second. I gotta find one that we can play. Let's see here. Today is what day of the week?
Wednesday.
Thursdays. I'm trying to remember, and I should know this, but my brain is so absolutely wrecked right now. I'm trying to remember right now what shows we do on Thursdays.
Don't you guys usually do the D&D show?
We do. That is correct. We do have D&D tomorrow. See, thank you. My brain is just always literally that dead. So now I've just got to go and find this ad because I'm slow. And we have things all over the place. Here we go. And I believe it's actually the SCP adventure that Jason runs that we're playing this week.
Alrighty.
So Oh, go ahead.
I was like, I try to listen to it every once in a while. I've never been the biggest D&D. I think I'd have fun playing it, but at the same time, I don't have the attention span.
Oh yeah, no, that's completely understandable. That's 1 week we do D&D, and the other week we do more of a White Wolf system based modern day RP for the SCP. Gotta mix it up. So what's your final list looking like, Matt?
All right. So we started off with Goldar. Then we got LA Knight.
Yeah.
We picked up Rhea Ripley, Darth Decker, Darth Maul and Dr. Decker, Jason Voorhees, Tiffany Valentine, Lord Zed, Undertaker, Venom, the Birds of Prey, Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, Jean Grey, Trini Kwan, Willy Wonka, Scorpion, Quan Chi, and Noob Saibot, the Brotherhood of Shadows, Lita, Liv Morgan, Chuck Norris, and Tommy Oliver.
Nice. Good calls. Well, we're building up some fantastic teams here, guys. And so next Wednesday, we're going to be on again because we're doing some schedule shifting here at the network. So you get two of our shows back to back, and we'll finish our draft and we'll do our trades next week.
All right.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm
Take us
Matt.
home, Matt. And we're the monsters.
Forgot that. Sorry. I'm really bad at this.
It's okay. That's part of their shtick at this point, I think.
We'll get it.
And I'm
one
with
of
the
these times, I
monsters.
promise.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we didn't tell people where to find us. So, Matt, where can we find you?
You can find me on the Owlite Network. Also, Matt Propz on all socials. And right next to LA Knight saying, yeah, if I'm not saying it myself.
All right. What about you, Steven?
You can find me on most platforms on the Bloody Binge Movie Podcast. You can also find me on Facebook as my own personal page, STEPHAN Henderson. This week on Bloody Binge, we are doing Chainsaw Sally.
Thanks. And you can find me at your mom's house. I'm there for the pancakes. I'm not on RazTSlasher.com or any social medias. Be forewarned, if you are messaging me on social media, you're probably actually speaking to the number one Raz T Slasher cosplayer in the world. That would be Saint Friday, aka Jenny, because she handles many things for me that I'm not smart enough to do, guys. But yeah, I think that's where you can find us. Let's try that sign out one more time. Remember, count to 3.
1,
Got it.
2, 3.
No, not you, us. We have to count to 3.
I'm just messing. I'm Matt.
And we're the monsters. See, he kind of like 12. We're doing one Mississippi's here, man. All right, guys.
Look, I'm pulling the King Kong Bundy, all right? 5.
All right, guys. Good night.
Good fight. Good night. Yeah.